All right, we're back. So today we're talking about how to get better back day when you're working out. Because if you're like me, back days have been struggling. It definitely moved. It's on the mic stand again. Okay. Okay. Back days for me were not super great. I felt like I was never developing a back. My strength in my back was getting stronger, but I still wasn't seeing anything. And I just been watching a lot of videos, learning a lot about how to improve upon back workouts, and I'm here to share that with you today. This is just gonna go over some general things here, just for some basic exercises, you know, the main ones, but here we go. So I'm not going to be talking about deadlifts because of safety reasons, but, well, when I mean safety reasons, I mean there's a lot, you can injure your lower back and stuff pretty easily, and there are more, I mean, if you really want to do a complete compound workout for your whole body, do some deadlifts, but usually deadlifts are pretty self-explanatory. You just try to lift as much weight as possible and in a good form, and there you go. But for focusing on back, let's just start with the lats. So when you're doing pull downs, so when I used to do pull downs, I used to lean way back and do a pull down. So I don't know, it's kind of hard to see, but like leaning back when you do your pull down, that's not emphasizing your back lats as much as you should, when really all you want to be doing is just puffing out your chest and bringing it down, so you get a really good pull on all of your lats instead of just squeezing them in the back, if that makes sense at all. But yeah, so just don't want to be leaning a whole lot back, because that is just more of a squeeze than a stretch in your lats, and you really want to be stretching lats for that pull down. And then yeah, just keep your sternum out and then pull away. But yeah, I have a little note card here that I'm gonna look at so I could remember what I'm saying. But okay, and then for another pretty important back exercise is the cable row, or a T-bar row, or however we want to do this, just rowing. So specifically in cable rows, what I see a lot of people doing is when they're rowing, they're bringing it to their chest, and then they're kind of like scooting forward and then like using momentum to bring it to them, and that's usually just biceps. That's just using your biceps. You want to really get a nice stretch in your lats and then just bring it to your belly, and you want to be squeezing pretty much every single back muscle that you can, driving with your elbows, like driving with your elbows, so you get that nice back squeeze going on, not driving to your chest, because as you can see, it's mostly biceps there. So just to reiterate, you want to squeeze like all of your back muscles when you're leading with your elbows. So just picture that you're holding on to the cable machine, and you want to just direct it with your elbows to your belly, and then you should feel squeezing like all of your muscles when you use your elbows. That's just kind of how it works. And then yeah, just don't swing, don't like do that, because you know, when you're swinging, you're using momentum, so you're kind of cheating a little bit and you're not using all the weight. Yeah, if you want to set a world record for most amount of weight pulled, then swing, but that's not the most effective way to build muscle now, is it? But alas, another little thing is for a lot of people using benches for dumbbell rows. We'll talk about that here. What I originally started doing was putting my knee on the bench along with my hand and rowing. That's okay, but it's not really a strong base. So you really want to just put your hand on the back of the bench and use your 2 feet as bases. And you don't want to twist, because when you twist, that's kind of cheating. So like I said, just lead with your elbow and let your elbow and your back do all the work. No twisting. So yeah, so you just really focus on using your elbow, because basically that just means that you're using more of your back muscles instead of your shoulder, mostly. So just to summarize here, a little short video, focus on using the correct muscles. When you're doing an exercise, really know muscle you're trying to work on, using the elbows really help with that. The elbows are, you know, just a universal way of showing that you can get a squeeze in your back muscles using them. So a lot of people recommend using your elbows to drive instead of using your forearms and whatever, just to do that. And yeah, sums it up. Unfortunately, I think gyms are closing for me again today. It's the last day, but you know, if they're still open for you, by all means, feel free to put this out there. Hopefully these tips helped, and keep getting strong.